Hello YouTube, Mike the Gambling Guy here. I'd like to welcome you back. If it's your first time, welcome. Today we're going to be doing some live betting with real money on a live site. And I'm going to continue doing, that's right, the dance. Yeah, I know, it's not a pretty dance. I just call it the dance. Using the energy of the game to get our result and to win some money. So let's continue the dance. So I am currently playing on an online site. If you're not playing from home, I don't know why not. Because you could literally play for as little as $1 bet on Baccarat, which is a game we're going to be playing. If you want to play roulette, you can play roulette for as little as 50 cents a bet. I mean, I think the max on Baccarat goes up to like $5,000. So if you got that kind of bankroll, good for you. You can also play here as well, right? So if you want to know where I play, feel free to shoot me out an email because I can't answer that in the chat. It goes against YouTube's policy. But it's MiketheGamblingGuy@gmail.com. And with that, let's take a look and see what we've got. I've got two rooms here on this casino that are in the red room. And let's see what we got going on in the rooms. Haven't really previewed these at all. So when I'm looking for these, I'm looking at the mirrors and the no mirrors. And then I'm looking for it to go 2 times, one way or the other, and then I want to bet on numbers 3 and 4, and then maybe we'll spin back around and do a boomerang bet. You see my balance right now is at $15.40. My goal is today to get to $15.70 because $130 tomorrow would get us up to $1,700, and then we'd only be 1 day away from getting to a $15 unit, right? So once I get it to, I believe the number is $18.20. Is where the bankroll needs to be. So I have 4 legs at a $15 unit, 32 units a leg is my cutoff. Not that I want to cut off a leg. But so this would be a no mirror at the top, no mirror, no mirror, no mirror. So that's all it's been doing is no mirrors. So that has a good streak of no mirrors right now, which is great to be on a streak. I mean, if I wanted to play that and look for that to continue, we certainly could. But let's see what's going on at the other table. So the table was a no mirror, no mirror, no mirror, no mirror, no mirror, mirror, no mirror, no mirror. Well, we can see apparently the energy is strong right now for streaks to be happening. So maybe I should be playing roulette because there's probably some really good streaks going on with roulette. And if you haven't watched the video, I do have a video out there that explains kind of when's the best time to be gambling. And I think it's called the best unknown gambling secret because we actually go by the solar lunar forecast or the sol lunar forecast, which is what huntermen and fishermen use to figure out when's the best time to go. I also can use that to figure out when things can actually go on streaks. And I know most of the things I say really sounds hokey, but if you really start paying attention to it, you're going to see that these things do matter. They really do. So here we did have an opportunity to bet. Looks like we would have won that one if it was the player pulls out the win there, and they did. So you can see this went no mirror, and then it mirrored. So as I like to call this, no, yes. Right? And this last one, it did boomerang. I'll look at this big trading blow. It's got a couple different streaks. We're actually all the boards right now are on streaks. So if this streak continued, it'd be banker. It wouldn't be a boomerang here. It'd actually be a mirror. If we would expect this to go, which has gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times. It's gone 6 times. That's gone 5 times. And on the Cockroach Figaro, it's gone 4 times. So if that was going to continue, giving us the red there, that would actually be a banker win. But the boomerang did show up. So we had a boomerang there. So far, not an exciting video because we haven't been able to make a bet. Actually, the one that I could have made, I didn't figure it out till late. We would have been up 1 unit. So again, my goal for this one is 3 units. My betting progression is I use the Fibonacci sequence. So it's 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 5 units, 8 units, 13 units, and then I'm done. That constitutes 32 units, which is 1 leg of my bankroll, which my bankroll starts with 4 legs to it. And if I lose a leg on my bankroll, you keep your bankroll size to regain that leg, and you'll regain that leg in less than 3 days. Right? Because I'm trying to get about 12 to 13 units a day is what my goal is, and that does fluctuate based on my game plan to go for this 31-day challenge that I'm currently in. So right now we've got two no's, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to bet that it's going to say, yes, I would like to mirror here. So we're going to see if we can get the dance to work. I mean, if the streak goes, streak's going to go, right? But we're looking for the dance. So on this side, it would actually give us a blue on the cockroach pig road to give us a blue slash. Give us a blue bullet on the short road. It would give us a red circle, keeping this dragonfly here intact on the big-eyed boy road. 1 unit in. Woohoo! We already got one. Let's look at the other table real quick. Wow, just went on a heater of bankers here. With no, then finally went yes, yes, no. So that would have won, and that actually came back with a boomerang, where the bank just got on a heater. For this one, looking at the roads down here, there is resistance on the cockroach pig road, so I would expect this one to be a player. Not sure what that was going to be doing up here, but that actually puts that back up here to a no mirror if this ends up being a player. If that pattern ends up holding, the player would win there. So I do like talking about how I would read other patterns besides just doing the dance. I also use the derived roads to come up with, does it make sense to do this? So we're looking at getting just 2 more units. Hopefully this is going to be a quick video like yesterday's was. Get 3 units and we're out, right? So we just got our 1. Let's get the 2 more. And someone just got a tip. Fantastic. They just tipped the crew, which keeps great energy going on in the game. That one back to a banker. So it's going 1v1. Same thing on the other table, is it's just bouncing back and forth. I think yesterday we actually took advantage of that. We said, okay, well, if it just wants to continue doing a 1v1, that's no different than if it's just going across the screen on a chop pattern. It's really no different. It's just chopping on the bead road. Or if we're looking at any of the other derived roads, they also fall into that as well. So it's just how the energy represents itself coming out. Now let's see if she gets a result here real quick. And look, we got a place to play. So now we've had a yes, yes, and we're looking for the no. So the no means that we're going to be going for the player bet. So the player bet would also give us another blue dash, which that one doesn't excite me because that one's actually where the resistance line is. A blue circle, it's also a resistance line if we're looking at the big-eyed boy road. And this one's not resistance or flowing, but I won't be surprised if Banker actually wins another one here, even though I do like starting off with an 8. Yes, we are 2 units in, baby. 1 more to go. 1 more to go. And because that only went 2, I'm actually not looking for the boomerang to come screaming right back there. This other table is literally just going one after the other. Let me show you. So it was no, yes. It was a tie, so it didn't matter. No, yes, no. So we would expect this to be a yes. And if it was a yes, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised because it's going to be going the 2x2. And it's also, well, that would be giving us a red slash there. And the blue's been on fire. But it would have gave us a red bullet here and a red circle there. Player's probably going to be hard to beat. And look, a tie. I tell you, it's how the energy comes out in the game. It's literally how the energy comes out in the game. So it gets another opportunity for a yes. So let's go for it. Let's get our third unit here while she's getting her nails cleaned. I know. What else does she have to do? Comes out with that 9. Now we're going to have a no-no situation. Unless the tie comes right back, and it didn't. It was a 96. Okay, our 6 was upside down. And we don't play against this tie. So if that chop was going to continue, I'd want her to go banker here, so she's able to come back player for us for 2 units. Because banker would actually give it another blue stripe on the cockroach pig road. That would continue. It would pair up the bullet here on the short road, and that's what happened. So the banker was actually a good bet there. Player here also gives us another blue mark on the cockroach pig road. Gives us a red bullet on the short road, which I like. And would give us a red circle here on the big-eyed boy road. Of course, it would continue the predominant chop that's been happening across the top. So, come on, let's get this thing a dancing. Let's get this thing a dancing. And all the players are on the dance floor. So it's time to show us their moves. And we got 4. So we'd be getting another card if the banker just doesn't beat us up right out of the gate. Banker's got a 1. So the player comes out with a 9. Looking good. Dance, do the dance, do the dance. I was almost expecting that to come out and be a tie. So I am 19 cents away from my goal, which that's a win. I mean, we did it. We did it again. Another day. So tomorrow, when we're going to be playing tomorrow, we're going to be playing for $1,700 because $130 is our goal right now. $10 a day. Actually, let me bring that up. So this is what I'm talking about. It's my armchair challenge, right? So we started with a $640 bankroll. Our leg size was $160, so our bet size was $5. So if we lost a leg, it would have been $160. Then once my bankroll got up to $1,280, which just happened just a couple days ago, then that's when I came to a $10 unit. My leg size was $320, and I played that for 5 days. And then 5 days, that'll get me to, it's 1920 is my goal to get to, not 1820 apparently, it's 1920 is my goal to where I can be at a $15 unit. That's why it's important to be able to capture this page or to have this available. So I'm kind of a fan of being able to show this. I probably should show this more often so you can actually see what this looks like. And then we can see as we progress, I only need to be at a $15 unit size for 4 days, getting 11 units a day. So no longer 13 units a day. We're actually stepping that down in this case to just 11 units a day because do that for 4 days. We don't need to do it more than that or take more risk. Then that'll get us a $20 unit, which again, do that for 11 units a day, $215 a day for 3 days. All we need to do that for 3 days. And then that is going to graduate us up to a $25 unit, 13 units. We'll go back up to 13 units because that's where the math said this made sense. But we only have to do that for 2 days. 13 units for 2 days. Instead of right now, we are, 13 days in of the unit size and growing that. And then it's going to be 4 days, 3 days, 2 days. And then once we get to that $30 unit, still keeping that at 320, and that's going to be 11 units a day, but now it's going to be for 4 days because now we're jumping from 30, instead of going 30 to 35, we're going to 30 to 40. So that's why we're going to still have a daily goal of $320, and we're going to do that for 11 days, or 11 days. 11 units a day for 4 days. And then we're going to get to $40, $480 a day, which is 11 units still. Just 3 days of doing that, and all of a sudden, now we're doing a $50 unit because now we've attained the $6,400. And at $6,400 a day, or get my words to work, right? Still freshly back from the beach. It is chillier at home than it was on the beach. But once I get to the $6,400, you can see it's a $600 daily goal just to get 12 units. And that is just cashing in. So at that point, I'm actually even reconsidering going, since I have lost a couple legs so far through this first 13 days of growing, right? So we're actually have 13 days of growth because we've got 2 more days, I think, of to be able to get to where we need to be, to be able to get our bankroll up. But what I might do, instead of doing a $50 unit, since now I'm just getting into my cash out mode, I'm probably just going to go down to a $25 or $30 unit. And I'll just adjust my leg sizes as needed. So I'll still have $6,000 or $7,000 in there, but now I'll have like 7 legs or 8 legs. Because if I lose one, I know it still takes 3 days to get it back. But if I can pull in 300, 320, anywhere in there a day, I'm fine with that. Yeah, it's $15,000 a month. That is nice supplemental income. And if and eventually throughout the month I'm gonna lose a leg, so that way it's gonna take me another 3 days to get that back. I think that's super doable, and I invite you to come along with me for that journey. I want you to be there because I want you to go, yeah, look how easy it is to get 11, 12 units, even 10 units a day. If I'm at a $30 unit size, that's 10 units a day for $300 a day, $15,000 a month. Do you want to make that with me? I think you can. I think we're showing you how we can get there, and once we get there, we just maintain it. And how do we maintain it? Well, we maintain it by having fun, right? Gambling's fun, but how do we do it? We're going to be doing the dance, baby. We're just going to keep doing the dance. The dance is playing with the energy in the game, and you've seen good money management. Most importantly, is discipline. Don't chase it. Don't chase your losses. Done that. It's been painful. That's where I had to really learn discipline. So, Mike the Gambling Guy, until tomorrow, I'm out.